Hey, how you doing? My name is Angela McCall and I'm a multidisciplinary digital creative, which means that I started out life as a programmer and have diversified into all sorts of different areas of life, including mobile app development and graphic design and all sorts over my freelance 27 years of life. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my StreamDeck configuration, because when I record these videos, these YouTube videos and tutorials for you, I do a kind of a half streaming, half post editing in Premiere Pro process, and a lot of shortcuts with regards to moving and managing my cameras, things like my portholes that you can see, hello, and that kind of thing are all powered at touch of a button using my StreamDeck. I'm going to jump onto my left hand side screen right now where you can see me. Let me make me big. There we go. So now we can talk about my StreamDeck, and for those that want to know, I'm going to also just throw a little video up of my StreamDeck right now on screen to show you that the settings on the actual buttons on the StreamDeck are exactly the same as the settings that you see here right now. Okay, so what have I got going on? So the first row is all about my portholes that you can see right now. So I can make myself a little one in the bottom right corner. I can make myself appear in the top left corner. I can also come and appear on the left hand side of the screen or the right hand side of the screen. So when I want to swap around really quickly, all I have to do is click each of these buttons, and then if I want to hide all the portholes entirely, I can just click on that orange button. And now and again, depending on what scenes I'm doing, they can sometimes get stuck, so that's really helpful to do. So how do I set this up? Well, I have got a multi-action function going on, which you can see over here underneath the OBS tab, and then when you scroll down there is a multi-action. So all you do is drag from left to right, or right to left I should say, and then in each of these you click on it. Now I name it, so that bottom right there is showing bottom right. I want to show this asset. It lives in the porthole locations folder on my OBS, and it's named porthole small bottom right. So let's quickly dive over to my central monitor where my OBS configuration is, and then you can see that. So we looked at that being in the porthole locations folder, and then you can see here that this is another folder called porthole small, and this is the folder that is visible right now, and inside the folder is the asset. So I'm not turning on or off the asset itself is always on. It's the folder being viewed that I am basically permitting using the OBS settings. So when you go back over to my left monitor, you can see here that it's the full folder itself. And just to show you that, when you click on this down here, we've got the folder name, and then you've got this kind of little angle arrow saying the asset name following it. Okay, so I'm not fiddling around with the asset, I'm fiddling around with the folder that it lives in. And likewise, so when I'm using the bottom right one, I want to turn the left one off. And all I've got is exactly the same setup, but hiding the top left, bottom, or the large right one and the large left one. So I only want one of the 4 portholes on screen at a time. So again, if we come back over to my OBS settings, you can see that I have 4 different locations. And because I'm now fiddling around with this while I'm teaching this tutorial, I've now got more going on than I should have, but you can see how it gets turned on and turned off. So what I'm doing is I'm now confusing my system because I'm controlling it with both my StreamDeck and live inside OBS, and it's all getting a little bit confused. But that'll be another reason why I'm actually creating this video, because when I do mess things up because of tweaking configurations, I can come back and have a look and a mental check to myself as to what I've done, because it's one of those things that once I've set up, I don't really touch for years and years and years. And then it's like, well, I know I did it before, but how did I do it? Okay, so that's how I create and control. And obviously all I've done, depending which of those different portholes that I want, is I just make sure the other 3 are being turned off. And then obviously this one is self-explanatory. Every porthole creation is turned off. Then I've got my left-hand monitor, which again, when I'm using the left-hand monitor and I jump over, I want to instantly open up a porthole, show my left monitor and make sure the right hand monitor is turned off. And again, all I'm doing is dragging and dropping these little icons on the left hand side, kind of really help you identify which of the tools it is that's being used. And my setup's quite simple in the sense that it's just showing and hiding assets most of the time. I repeat the same process for my center and for my digital SLR camera, which is on my right hand side screen. Then I've got a little YouTube button asset, so I basically bring in the actual asset itself like I do the others. I then have it on screen for 1 second, so I have to make a delay of, well, I say 1 second, but really it's about 3.5 seconds, so 3,500 milliseconds. And then obviously I've got to hide it again, so that's like an automated process. So I only have to push my StreamDeck button once, but it will display it, wait for 3.5 seconds, and then hide it. And that's how that process works for me. So it makes this really easy to accomplish. Okay, then I've got my pop-up text. Now, when I record my point and click puzzle games videos, and even on things like this, I will want to show the website address. Now, obviously I've got the wrong size porthole going on, so let's use my StreamDeck to change me. There we go, I'm up in the top left. So I can do things like pop-up text, and as you can see, I'm hitting the actual StreamDeck controller, not touching the screen, but it means I can do things like show all of my website addresses for things that I'm doing and so forth. Now, I've had a bit of a tidy up, so there's not much in here at the moment, but they are the buttons that you can see on screen right now. And now I've just pushed to come back and move myself around the screen again. Okay, so there you can go. So you can see how quick and easy it makes life just having a couple of things programmed in. Hide all titles. Now, at the moment, nothing is showing, but I could click on that big old AM button here, which is my branding set up for what you can see on screen right now. So that's the gold bar along the bottom, the text, and my little swirly character, and my top right corner logo. And then likewise, if I want to change moods and do a video for my point and click channel, then I've got a blue bar, and obviously I've got a blue desktop as well. So but you can just see the bar just there as well. So that's that. And if when I am trying to show you my central screen there, and I want to get rid of all the portholes, I can click on that button. That gets rid of me. And then I've got hide all buttons, which gets rid of me just there on the left hand side screen as well. So that's what that green button there does as well. So let's bring everything back on screen. This is a way that I can quickly move around and just configure my setups. And sometimes you need second menus, such as this one here when it goes in, and then you've got a different configuration, and you could do that for all of these buttons. Now, the StreamDeck does come in, you know, twice the size and things like that, but for me, I'm not a streaming gameplay. I'm not a gamer. My real need is purely for and love is purely for creating these YouTube videos for you. So my StreamDeck is the smaller one, and it does the job perfectly for me. So I hope you have found that to be of useful. Clicking my digital SLR brings me back on screen, takes away any portholes that might be open, and that's job done. So if you really like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then we can stay in touch for the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.